like people are coming in, but Alexis, you can get started whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, I would love to, test to see if everyone's awake. In our traditional way of making you answer a question. So let me know what your favorite snack is in the chat. Just I know it's a really broad one, but I'm not feeling very creative. I really like I really like kimchi. And I really shouldn't be trusted with a big jar of kimchi because I'll just keep eating it. Shrimp chips are really good, Yuki. Shrimp chips are probably my favorite, like my first ever like Japanese snack I ever had that I was like, ooh. First thing I bought at like a Japanese convenience store was shrimp chips. Coffee, chocolate. Is coffee a snack? Style and Hannah. Are you two really awake right now? um, okay, coffee is a snack, fine. I'll take it. Um, we can click on Yuki. That's okay. So I just want to go over our goals for today, which is to review theory of change and to deliver quick pitches, but then give and receive some feedback on those quick pitches. And our agenda is we're going to have a nice icebreaker with followed by the theory of change activity, and then we'll have a short break, do the quick pitch and feedback activity, and then have some workshop time. So I'm gonna pass this on to Hannah.
Thanks so much, Alexis. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're awake. I hope you're drinking your coffee. I'm drinking my coffee. Let's do this icebreaker. So today, our icebreaker is called This or That. It's fairly simple. You just have to make a choice. So I'll give you an option. And then once I'm done giving you examples, I will pass it to somebody else and they will do it this or that, and they'll pass it to somebody else. So for example, I'll say, Yuki, fish or lizards?
Fish, because fish are
Interesting.
delicious. I've
Oh,
never
well,
eaten a
since you're
lizard.
talking about eating the lizards, why would you
Well,
eat a lizard?
that's how I imagined it. So
Okay.
you can
So
interpret
Yuki
these
said,
questions however you want.
yeah. So Yuki did that. And then Yuki, do you want to wait? Let me give some examples in the chat. Okay. Let me give you some examples in case you're like not really sure what could be a good this or that. These are some examples. Another one that I thought of, I'm going to give you another one, Yuki. Okay. Are you
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready. I was born ready.
K dramas or C dramas?
Oh no!
I know I specifically designed that one to be hard for you
For me
personally.
specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm struggling, you can all chime into the chat and you can write in what your preference is. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna say K dramas, but only because
Mhm.
I feel like there are more K dramas that are like up my alley,
Right.
and are also on Netflix.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes. That's a
yeah,
big. I knew
yeah.
Ayla was going to
And
say
in
K
Chutney,
dramas. I
yeah,
knew.
you got some K drama vibes. Yes, Winois. All right, K drama team.
Okay,
And then so
Yuki.
it's my turn, and so I would pass it
Mhm.
on. Okay.
Yeah. Take it away,
Um,
boss.
so I'm going to pass it to my K drama buddy, in Yet. And I'm going to ask you, um, oh, what's a good one? Uh, uh, sleep or eat?
Oh, this is so difficult for me. Wait,
Yeah.
because I really love both of them. Okay, I will eat. I will choose eat because food are the best. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I will choose another person. Okay, Carrie.
Yes.
Okay, like ice cream or cookie.
Oh, definitely ice cream. Um, let's see. Are you keep on going in the group or?
Could you stop sharing your screen, Yuki, so we can see each other? Thank you.
Hannah, do you want us to do one more example?
Oh, I thought we were just going, buddy.
Oh, okay, we're going. Okay, I'm gonna ask another one. Okay, style. Dancing or singing?
Dancing? Okay, so I need to pick one. Chewy. I wanna pick a Chewy. Chewy, are you ready?
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we are no worries. We are playing a game which is like this or
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you and then you just tell me that which one is it. Okay, today actually like today is April Fool Day, so I'm serious telling you. Okay. Not April Fool. Single life or married life? Chewy.
For me, I prefer single life. Yep.
Okay. Chewy, you can pick a one.
Okay, so I think I would call Alex. Yeah. Okay, Alex. So what should I ask you? Okay, so do you prefer party or how to say party or vacation? Which one?
What was the second one?
Like stay home or are you like
Oh, I
going
I
person or
love
like stay person?
staying home. I'm not a partier. Are you kidding me? Good good question. Um, um, I don't even know who's gone. Island? Um, questions. Oh no, that's why I was so stressed about getting called on. I was like coming up with something. This is weird one, but it feels like it works technically. Do you prefer napping or coffee?
Oh, it was hard because I always make that kind of choices every weekend. But I would choose napping than coffee. Okay, so I have to pass it to Leslie. And I want to ask, you prefer, you are a night owl or early bat? Bird.
I would still say night owl, even though not as much as before. I will pass it to Julia. Would you rather go to the future or the past?
Wow. I was hoping for like the coffee or tea or mountain or beach question. This is
Well,
too deep. But you know what? I consider this question, I don't know, once in a table topic session in Toastmasters Club, I guess. That's too deep, but I usually go back to the past. Like there are a lot of things I want to fix and stuff. So future is scary and endearing, and I'd rather not go there first. So back to the past. Come with me to the time machine. All right. Who else left to answer? I'm sorry, I was coming in late today.
No, it's okay. Maybe if you've already answered, could you put a little heart react or a different emoji so we can see on our screens who has already?
Right, please.
Yeah, Carrie Alexis has already gone. Chitway
Thank you
went.
for helping out.
Yes, HM8. Style went.
I saw that answer.
Okay, Aylin went.
Uncle?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
you call me?
Yes.
You gotta
Well,
ask
that's
after that, Julia.
yeah.
Okay, you can
Um,
choose by yourself, sorry.
sure, sure. So this or that. You already answered, Uncle? No, not yet. So, Uncle, would you rather mountain or beach? This is my favorite question. This or that.
Mountain is like my favorite. Going to the mountain, you know. That's really thanks and relaxable. That's right. I choose mountain. Okay. So I will call off another one. Go to Minai.
Yeah.
So pop a rock. I mean, yeah.
Difficult for me. I like both, but I would say rock. Okay. And then Yuki. Second chance at love or second chance at career?
Well, I'm married, so if I said second chance at love, he would be sad. So I'll say second chance at career. I would love to do something where I just like make a lot of money. That would be awesome. I would love to be like a millionaire. Okay, I'm gonna pick Winwa. Um, big or small?
Small.
Why?
I really the small thing rather than big thing. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Great job, this or thatting. Some very thoughtful this or that's, and some very silly this or that's. Yuki, are you good on the breakout rooms, Beth?
Yes, I had to make some switchies, but I think we're good. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so Leslie planned out our whole call today and is going to talk to us about, yes, big clap for Leslie, because theory of change is hard to understand even for us. And Leslie's going to guide us through it so reliably. So thanks for playing this game, and Leslie's in charge now.
Yuki, can you share your screen again? Okay, so now we're going to do a little activity with theory of change, and I hope you remember what you learned on the launchpad. So this is how we're going to see if you remember what you learned on the launchpad. So what's going to happen is, so this is the diagram you saw when you did the assignments for this week. I hope you remember, but we've numbered them, problem statement 1, 2, 3, you'll still have this diagram. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you a scenario with an organization. So the organization we picked was the Red Cross because I work at the Red Cross right now. Alexis has also worked at the Red Cross before. And we're going to use the Red Cross as an example to see if you understand theory of change. So first, we are going to give you the problem statement. So the problem statement is, a lot of people are interested in volunteering for the Red Cross, but not a lot of them are active long-term or respond when needed in emergencies. So this is a real problem we have, I think. So recently we had a lot of snow in this area, and a lot of people that live up in the mountains were trapped there. They couldn't get down. They couldn't get food or water because of all the snow. There was 8 feet of snow in some places, so a lot of snow. And the Red Cross helped, but we needed a lot of volunteers. We didn't have enough volunteers that would actually go help. So that is our problem statement that we came up with. And for the next slides, we're going to give you some statements, and then you're going to type in the chat which part you think it is. So for example, if you think it's strategies, you're going to type 3. If you think it's assumptions, you're going to type 5. So it's not going to be in order. We gave you the problem statement, but the rest of the statements are going to be random. So we're testing you to see if you know theory of change and the different parts. So let's go on to the next slide. So this statement is, most volunteers are retired individuals. They volunteer for a sense of community and they have some transportation challenges. So just type the number in the chat you think, it's not going to be problem statement because we already gave you the problem statement. So just type in the chat, 2, 3, 4, or 5, what part you think it is. And suppose feel free to join as well. So I'm seeing a lot of things. Yeah, so you are correct. The answer is 5. It's assumptions. These are some assumptions that we came up with when coming up with this theory of change. So great job. Okay, so let's go to our next one. So here are 2 statements. So new volunteers stay engaged for at least 6 months. There is a large active group of volunteers who are available and willing to respond in times of emergencies. So type in the number again, what you think this is. Give a little more time for anyone else that wants to. Okay, so I see it's pretty split. There are people who think it's 3 for strategies and people who think it's 4 for results. So the answer is actually 4. It is results. And Julia says any chance 3 plus 5. It is actually 4 results because these are the results that we want. So our problem was, we don't have enough volunteers, and even if we do have volunteers, they don't actually do anything. They don't come when we need them. So these are the results that we want. We want new volunteers to come and they stay engaged and they actually do stuff for at least 6 months. And then we want a large active group of volunteers who are available and they actually go and do stuff if there is an emergency. So that was kind of confusing, but let's try our next one.
I will also add, it's very normal, very common to put these things in the wrong place. So this is like part of the process. So we're learning as we go. So don't worry. Okay. Next one.
Yeah, we're practicing. Okay, so this one is, how can we create an environment where people feel a strong sense of commitment to their volunteer role? Okay, I see a 2. I see another 2. I see more 2s. So yes, that was the correct answer. It is 2 for guiding question. I think the question mark gave it away, but but good job. That was the answer. So our last one, I think you all know what the answer is, but we'll go through it. So recognition program for volunteers who respond in emergencies, create more opportunities to build a community of volunteers, such as more social events, and transportation plan to pick up and deploy volunteers to emergency areas. Okay, so yes, the answer is 3. It is strategies. It was the last one, so it is 3. So good job, everyone. I think it can be a bit hard to just give you a scenario and then the statements are random. But I think if you see everything on one diagram, I think it would make more sense. But that was Alexis says the former Red Crosser in me is loving the transportation idea. Yes, transportation is always an issue for the Red Cross. Yeah. Oh yeah, for an example of that is recently, because of all the snow up in the mountains, people can't just drive up there because it's dangerous. There's snow, you might slip in your car and like just dangerous situations. So they were having trouble getting people up there to help because you had to be driven by like the city official people, or yeah, you couldn't just drive up there by yourself. So that's an example of a transportation issue. So yeah, now we will move on to our next activity.
Can I
Also
add
known
one
as
thought?
yes, go ahead.
So one thing, like I mentioned, sometimes it's really easy to get things mixed up and put in different places. So as an example, like transportation plan to pick up and deploy volunteers, that could very easily be a result if the problem statement was, we need a way to get volunteers to emergency situations. But the problem statement was, we need volunteers to feel committed and, do the things that they said that they would do. So sometimes when we're looking at the problem statements we come up with, one way that we can evaluate them is there a clear connection between our problem statement and our results? And is there a clear relationship between our strategies and our results? So as we kind of review all of the problems, the theories of change that you put on the Launchpad, those are some of the like kinds of feedback that you might receive. So some of the ways that we're testing your theories of change. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so to explain our next activity, we're going to put everyone in breakout rooms. There are going to be 4 rooms and the fellows will also be in the rooms to provide, help if you need or feedback. So what's going to happen is each room has their own situation. So for example, room number 1 is language learning for elders, and then you just saw something about dogs. So so you're going to see the slide for your room, and then we already came up with the results, but we want you to come up with at least one strategy and one assumption for your room and your situation. So you will have 20 minutes to do that in your small groups. And anything else to add, Yuki?
I encourage you to get weird. Okay.
Yep.
Like, what assumptions do you have about VIA alumni? What kind of people are they? What kinds of assumptions do you have about old people? What kinds of assumptions do you have about boys who want to learn how to cook or who don't want to learn how to cook? Okay, feel free to get really weird. And the weirdest group will win my love. Okay. Any questions before you go into your room?
Okay, so I hope everyone had fun, talked about some weird situations. Well, now we are going to, okay. Now we're going to do a quick debrief. If anyone would like to start and share, maybe your team came up with a really good strategy or a really good bullet point, and you just really want to share, you can share that, or you can also talk about what was hard about this activity, coming up with the assumptions and the strategies. So anyone want to share, or do we have to call on someone?
So who one shall we do?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I think we need to share the secret so that you can see clearly. Just wait me for a while. Okay, so hope you might see my secret.
Yes, we can see
So
it.
first of all we all member think that this Rexa is not too hard to achieve because we have to teach the elder student within 1 month. But we make some assumption strategy here. So the first one is like assumption. What we believe is most of the elder people and the older people, they have no motivation to continue their learning, but that because they feel old and they think that it's not very useful in their learning, that it's not very they're not how can I say it? It's not very useful in language, that's why. And the second one is they have to learn within youth or younger people. There's there is a gap between them. That's why they might feel like that, or they might feel they may lack motivation. That's yeah. And then they might feel shame while learning English or while learning the other language. And also maybe they are not very familiar and no, they don't feel comfortable, they are not feel comfortable with the classroom environment and atmosphere. And then yeah, they don't want to attend the class no longer 1 month or 2 or 3, something like that. They just want to get sharp attention, and they because they become older and they can concentrate very long. That's why their short attention span. Yeah, that is what we believe about the older people while learning language. And here's a sense strategy that we're going to use to teach or to facilitate the older people. So we have to use the effort to teaching strategy or approach. We can teach them. It means that we can give them literature how to learn language or yeah, something like that. But we can use same kinds of effective strategy giving being a guide for them, and then you can facilitate them or using same strategy demonstration or like discussion board with between teachers and students and between teachers and then the older people. I think that may be the good one to impact or to influence the older people who like to learn language. But and also you must have a lesson plan to control the clock and to manage the clock that is compact for every learner. Yeah, and then teacher or a facilitator need to build confidence for every language learner, especially for the older. And also you have to provide simple or basic worksheet so that they can practice in their private time or in their within their family or something like that. Yeah, here's the same strategy that we're gonna use while teaching the older people. Yeah, that's it.
That was a very good explanation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, is
Would
there
you like to
any,
add more, please? Julius and staff.
yeah, anyone from your team want to add more, or no, if you don't, it's okay.
Yeah. For room 2, we have just one participant. So Eileen, you want to explain about
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
think?
I
Yep.
can explain about this topic is really fun, losing weight for the dogs, because it is really common problem these days, not just humans, also our pets like cats or dogs have some kind of healthcare program because of the lifestyle. And I see that most of the dogs, they consume a lot of ready-made foods, like the canned food. So I think just eating that kind of foods is one of the main reasons that the dogs are overweight. And I also noticed that when the owners, they don't have enough space for the dogs to race, but they just have the dogs in a small space, so they don't have enough enough space to do exercise or run. So because the dog natures are to run around and play, but like in a small space they cannot play around. So these are the assumptions, and I also think Hannah also suggests that most of the dogs, like if we are human, we know that want to lose weight, but for the dogs they cannot decide want to lose weight. So these are the suggestions we are making. And then for the strategies, we are thinking that, okay, like what if like the owner and the pet has to build a relationship, like they go for a walk twice or once in 2 days, or like do some kind of regular walking periods. And also we think that like if we human wants to lose weight, we usually prepare meal plans. So okay, we can prepare meal plans for the dogs too. So these are the strategies. And also there is another case that Tomyat suggested that like he can see from the medical side. So he suggests to do some kind of medical intervention as the strategy. So by these strategies, and we believe that in the end we will get our dog healthy and lose weight after 1 year. But like I am really lucky, I got 2 fellows in my group, so we just finished in 10 minutes. So I got an extra 10 minutes for the mentorship. So I was applying for the ESI fellowship, so I can get a lot of tips for this interview, because I will have the interview in Wednesday, I think. So it was a very nice meeting. So yeah.
Thank you, Leland, for sharing. Yeah, it sounds like you had a fun time with this situation, and I'm glad, because that was all thanks to Yuki. She came up with this, oh, what if we need dogs, or we need to help dogs lose weight? What do we do about that? So that's how it started. So thank you, Yuki. Shout out to Yuki. Yeah, does anyone else from a different group want to share what talked about? Or if not, it's okay too.
Okay, I will share.
Okay.
Because my topic is really interesting. Oh. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, now wait. Okay, like my topic is about like merchant for via alumni. Like in the breakout room, me, Alexis, and like Terry, we discuss each other. Like for assumptions, like technical access for VR alumni, and ambitious, busy, warm. Like VR alumni are really ambitious, busy, and warm. So we had these things in the assumptions, like different diverse community. Like VR alumni, like some of the fellows are from different country, right? So we add this thing. Like, and then most love coffee as a snack. Others love snacks. Like we make some correction, because like first we write most love coffee as a coffee. So Yuki add a comment. So we add like most love coffee as a snack, and others love snacks. So this one. And another one is like willing to share personal info. This is really important, like when we are going on a date, or like like someone to know each other. So personal info is really important. So these are the assumptions. And for strategies, like VR dating application, customized VR dating application, because these like dating applications are really popular and really known to people. So from VR dating application, we can know each other to each other. We can strengthen the relationship. Yeah, and then virtual classes or activities is a movie date that people can do together. Like for movie date, like people like beer people, they really love to watch movie and they love coffee. So these are the main, these are the main. Yeah, so movie date or coffee date. Yeah, these are the really, really interesting topic. And then notifications and then kind deceptions. I had from Carrie and Alexis, like these are like beer people are really kind, ambitious, busy and warm. So yeah, I think they will meet their person on the date and breakout room speed dating. Yeah. For virtual people, they can meet in the breakout room and they can share their information. They can share to each other what they like or what they are interested in something. Yeah, and then stack pamples. For this one, like the important one is coffee. Yeah, it's coffee and cookie, chocolate, and any other kind of snack date. Yeah, these are the strategies. So yeah, this is matchmaking for VR alumni. Yeah. Yeah, I think like they will meet a person they love or the person they are the same with. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. That was very well thought out, and I think I saw in the chat, we're all very invested. We want to hop on this project. So Yuki, take notes. I think this we can capitalize on this.
I think it's a good business model. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it all starts.
Julia, first customer.
All right. Are we running behind on time? I think we are.
We're running a little behind, so maybe we can
Okay.
head into break. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you all for sharing. Then we will take a 10-minute break and then come back and we will talk about quick pitches. So we'll share about quick pitches after the break. So if you need some last minute practice, this is your chance. You have 10 minutes. But don't worry too much. So we will see you in 10 minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. So good to see you. All right, Leslie, take it away.
All right. So for this next part, Yuki and I are going to model a quick pitch, and you're going to take note of stuff that I do. So I'm going to be the person giving the quick pitch. Yuki will be the prospective employer. And at the end, we'll talk about some feedback that you can give me, things that I did well or not well. And Yuki says, be brutal in your feedback. So yes, feel free to do that. So yeah, anytime you want to start, Yuki.
Okay. So everyone take notes, take notes of what you see going well and what's not. Okay. Hi, welcome to the California International Development Job Fair. I'm Yuki. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Oh, so I work for the Children's Education International nonprofit, and we're looking for talented people to join our team. I'd love to learn more about you. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I don't know what to say. My name is Leslie, and I'm a graduate student at UCLA. My parents live in LA, so it's only like an hour from my house, so I go home a lot on the weekends. There's a lot of Persian food by campus. So, oh yeah, such as that place called Saffron and Rose. It's a good Persian ice cream place that my friends and I would go to. And oh yeah, I'm currently pursuing my master's in development practice. And I am most interested in development projects in Southeast Asia, especially in agriculture. So my research this year has focused on small scale agriculture. And that's the end of the pitch.
So what are some things that Leslie did well? and maybe some things that she could change next time.
I think she mentioned about her master degree and our programs that she is doing. The points is really good, but like she start the pitch with I don't know what to say, and then she is just talking about the passion fruit, and it is not very related to the pitch. This is what my points on this.
So true. Good feedback. What
Yeah.
other feedback?
Okay, for me, like I'm the same with Ellen. Like I had like Leslie introduce herself, and then she talk about her fruit or like food, and then at the time I really confused, like, oh, is she introducing herself or is she mentioning her food or like that? So like that kind of it's like different from the question. Like Yuki asked her to introduce herself, but the topic is really different. So I want to feedback that thing. But Leslie did really great. Yay.
So encouraging. Nice. Anyone have any advice for Leslie?
Hi, Leslie. I really think you should use this pitch in speed dating room because you're literally telling about yourself, and it's helping. It's helping the other person to actually get to know more about you and your identity back with your family and your hometown and stuff. All those personal matter, I think, are really good stuff for for love and dating and meeting someone new, to actually know about, let them know about your personal thing. I think I'm learning from that point of view. But for this page, one, Yuki literally mentioned that she is working with educational organization and looking for a talent, and like that, I think that's a good chance to bring in to your skills, your project preferences from your experiences and stuff. So like for it to actually resonate with what the other person is looking for, and what you are telling them, it should be perfect fit. So that is where we can play the strategies of bringing every related things to anything about education and that organization that the other person is looking for. But I got a landing point here. But thank you.
Great advice, Juliet. Leslie, how do you feel after receiving that feedback?
Yeah, I think everyone gave, really good feedback, and you all were very nice about it. Yuki was looking forward to, everyone being like mean, and not mean, but like brutal. But yeah, I almost wish that it was true. So for the record, I am not a graduate student. But I did go to UCLA. That's why I picked it. So all the food stuff, that is actually real. But not the stuff about, my master's, whatever. I'm not taking a master's right now. So, but I wish it was real, because then I could use that feedback. So, yeah.
Coming soon. You will be able to use it in this job fair in the future, and also in your dating life.
Yeah, very good advice from Julia. I think we really need to do the V alumni dating matchmaking now.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me share my screen and we can talk about what we're doing next. All you, Leslie.
All right. So, I just modeled a pitch with Yuki, but now you're going to get a chance to practice your own quick pitches. I hope you all came prepared, or, you practice a little during the break. So, we're going to go in breakout rooms again, and each room will have a fellow to, you can ask them for help, or and they will be there to give feedback. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at step 1. So yes, the person with the longest name, we're going to make them deliver their quick pitch first. So we'll see, in your rooms who has the longest names. And then the partner, the other people will take notes. And then, we'll give feedback and encouragement, and then we'll switch, and we'll have 20 minutes after total. And if you have some time, you can start reflecting, but we will come back as a group and do a debrief.
And we're a little bit short on time, so I think we'll only have about 10 minutes.
Okay,
So
10
yeah.
minutes.
All
Just
right.
kidding.
Bye. See you soon. Hi, Uncle Cole. I'm gonna put you in room 3, okay?
I'm really sorry because the electricity is cut here. That's why.
No worries. Okay, I'm gonna put you in room 2. And Chitway, I'm gonna put you in room 1. Hey.
Hey.
Nobody's crying. That's good. It's a good
Yeah,
sign.
I forgot to say, we're not scary.
Me and Style are scary, apparently.
Yeah.
So
We're just talking about how
watch
intimidating
out.
you two are.
I think everyone's
I think so.
okay. All right, let's hear from some people. How did that feel? What was something? Oh, yeah, whatever Yuki just put in chat. What was on piece of feedback that you gave or received that you thought was really good? Or some key takeaways and something you learned from this, even though it was short. I know for us, we needed more time, but it was still good that we got to do it. Anyone want to share?
Okay, in this case, I will share. Alright.
Okay.
So I think this pitch is really good. What we are doing taking around, but I didn't have a chance to do that. Anyway, I enjoy a lot by hearing and giving a feedback. What I would like to my reflection was we should it depends on the situation that we should pitch for example, if I will be in the international networking seminar or webinar, so I will pitch what I'm passionate about, what I can do for people, and then what I'm looking for. So maybe so that we can they can connect each other during the webinar or something like that. So that which is me not only we are introducing ourselves, but also we can get some support or work we can take advantage from the webinar. That is that one thing that I reflect during we are doing the pitches. Yeah.
Thank you, Style, for sharing. Anyone else want to share? I'm staring at you virtually.
Okay, I will share.
Thank you.
I feel really exciting because I usually give speeches as a Toastmaster, so I have practicing this kind of things, and so pitching for me is a little bit easy for me and comfortable to talk. Not easy, comfortable to talk, and I got a lot some nice feedback from Style and Hannah. But in Style, she mentioned that we have different kind of situations about pitching. Because for me, when I was thinking about pitching, I was like, maybe one style of pitching will be enough. But when Style mentioned that, okay, I should also prepare for special kind of networking events, and maybe I should prepare a little bit more professional version, or for just casual networking, we can just prepare the version that we feel comfortable. And I think I also give some Hannah an advice to add some personality to her pitch. And she is really awesome and fun, but when she talk her pitching, and I feel like, okay, you can add a little bit personality, not boring. And I think the takeaway are
Aileen, you
that
literally said boring.
you are not.
Do not
You are
lie to
really
this group.
fun.
You called me boring.
You are really fun.
No, it's okay. I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, that I think that key takeaway is the points from style.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Yuki, do we have time or should we move on to workshop time?
I think there's like one more thought.
Yeah.
Take one more. Yeah.
Okay, one last person. Who's going to be the lucky one?
Okay, I will share.
Yay.
Like, when I in the breakout room, yeah, I met Alexis, Leslie, and Uncle Gu. Like, I got feedback from Uncle Gu, and yeah, I really appreciate for that. And like this moment, like I dream about this moment last night. I don't know, like I maybe I'm so stressed or like feel excited, and when I wake up, like, oh, is that real or not? And I feel like, oh, but I will do great in the meeting, like, and I really appreciate for myself too, because I'm really excited for this moment. And yeah, I got and I give Uncle Go the feedback too. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, wait. I will show you, like, when I'm presenting, I use this try as my friend. It's a zebra. Like, I inspire the idea from Yuki, like her video. I watch her video and I make it. Yeah, but I did great. Okay, thank you.
Yes, she did very well, and it was a very cute practice session.
Oh, thank you, Leslie.
And then Uncle Wu just like came in the middle, and he was probably very confused. But it was good. Yeah, okay, so I will turn it over to Yuki then for next steps.
Okay. We're getting close to the end, my friends. So let me share my screen. So this is week 5, structures and mental models. So this is now up on your dashboard. And you have 2 main assignments for this week. So the first one is called the iceberg model of systems thinking. If you've never heard of systems thinking, it's just another way of thinking about problem solving. But rather than looking at the very specific, we want to kind of look at the broad picture. So a lot of you, when you were doing your 5 whys assignment, you were digging deeper and deeper into like root causes, right? A lot of you use that term, root cause. And so the iceberg model is another way to kind of visualize all of the like kind of layers of a problem. And as you go deeper and deeper, the problems tend to take a different shape. And so this kind of helps you visualize that. So there's a video to watch. There's some other resources here that can help you, and then you can just share your iceberg model with the group. The second activity for this week is the project grant. So raise your hand if you like money. Money! Everybody likes money. Julie doesn't like money. Julie laughs in the face of money. Okay, so if you like money, you should apply for the project grant. And in this program, you must apply for the project grant. Okay, so every year we're able to give $3,000 grants to teams to turn their ideas for a project into a reality. So this is an application process. All alumni of this program are eligible to apply. It already opened March 1st, so you're finding out about it a little bit late. And you'll see that the deadline is actually April 24th. Okay, but we're asking you to start the project or process by the end of this week. Okay, so this is a team assignment, so only one person from your team or only one, you only need to make one login. So basically you'll be able to make a login to start your application, and you can keep logging in and making edits to this as you need. Okay, so this page is just information about the grant if you have any questions, and then this is a link to the actual application. If you have any questions about this, you can reach out to any of the fellows or myself. And that's it. And then you have a weekly reflection. Okay. Any questions about the grant or this assignment or anything? Feel good? All right.
Yeah, Yuki, not for a question. Just wanted to like announce. So next week we're gonna have like a guest speaker. So proposal writing. So that you shouldn't mix. So like you can pass to your friends and your college as well. So that like that will be really helpful. When you apply for the grant project. Yes.
Great. Yes. And so when we have more information on the speaker, we'll post that in the Launchpad, and then I'll send a message through Signal too that information is available. That's a great update. Thank you, Steph. Okay. Any other questions or thoughts? All right, Carrie, how are we doing on the breakout rooms? Good? All right.
All set.
So we have our usual breakout rooms that we always have, but I think we're also going to have a tarot card reading with our tarot reader, Ellen. So, that's a fun one. All right, cool. Open her up. How was the workshop time? Aylin, there were many people who were angry with you. No, I'm just joking. They're like, where was our tarot reading? Oh
I
my
knew that
God.
might happen. But actually,
Okay,
I was catching you, but I cannot catch you. So I
Oh, you
just
can't
ended
catch
up
me?
in the
Sorry.
I just ended up in the game room and it was really fun.
Oh,
And then
nice.
we know that Chimwei is the plant killer.
One of the questions was like, do you think, I like plants thrive or die in my care? And we all thought, I think you're good at taking care of plants. And then she said, no.
Kill plants. I did fake tarot with other random not tarot cards. So we had a good time. Yes, Hannah says we will read your fortunes next time, everyone. I learned that tarot is really popular in Myanmar. I did not know that. And then one thing that Julia and Style brought to my attention is that there's a major holiday in Myanmar, I don't know, am I pronouncing it close to correctly? On April 15th. And so there's one suggestion, which is totally possible. We could push that day to April 21. Right now, there's no call scheduled for April 21. So what I'll do is I'll put that in the chat. And then if everyone is like, yes, we would prefer to move it to April 21, we can do that. Okay. All right. Any other thoughts or questions? All right. Oh, you know what? I won't be able to be here on the 21st, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out something, okay, so that we can all do the things with our family. Okay. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day. I had a lot of fun seeing everybody today, and we will see you all next week. So, fellows, you can stick around. That'll be great. Bye.